Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tess, and in this channel I share all about my experiences living and studying abroad. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about losing your scholarship and what really happens when you lose your scholarship, and this is actually based on my experience. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, guys, I have been talking a lot about how to get scholarships in Italy, but I also want to shed light more on the other side of things so that you guys can know all the pros and cons of moving to Italy so that you can actually prepare yourself and not be met up by so many shockers once you get to Italy. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be sharing my own experience, something that I experienced when I was there, and that is the situation of when you lose your scholarship. So you guys, if you've been watching my videos from the beginning, you know that I've talked about how I moved from one university to another. I had to transfer from my first university that I was actually enrolled in Italy to another university. So what happened was, when you are enrolled in Italy, you have for your bachelor's you have 3 years. So immediately you're enrolled in a university, they start counting your years from there. So for my case, I started in an engineering university, that was Polytechnic of Turin, and after 1 year I realized that that's not the place for me. So I somehow spent like 2 years there, because the other year, the second year, I was trying to somehow look for other universities that I could transfer to, I could change to. So that means that I spent 2 years at the Polytechnic. So obviously those 2 years are being counted as my years in the bachelor course. So when it came for me to transfer to another university, sorry, I didn't mention that I had scholarship in this university that I was enrolled in Polytechnic. I had scholarship. So when it came for me to transfer to the other university, it's obviously a different course. The first university I was doing engineering, but in the second university I was gonna do more of science courses. That was biotechnology. So obviously most courses are very different. So when it came for me to transfer, I obviously had to start from the beginning, from the first year of this other university. And that means that I cannot apply for scholarship in this other place. That is because already I have spent 2 years in my first university, and so if I have to transfer to the other university, then they will consider me as a third year in that university. So obviously I've lost 2 years. So that means I cannot apply for the scholarship as a first year. So if I was to transfer to the other university, I would have applied as a third year. But I did not have the credit to apply as a third year. That is because I have to start all over again as a first year. I hope you guys are getting what I'm trying to say, because I've also gotten a number of questions of you guys asking me about transfer and about the scholarship. So I'm trying to explain this situation here to you guys so that you can try to understand that if you move from one university and you transfer to another university and you've already spent like few years in one university, you cannot go and apply scholarship from the first year to the other university. That is because they will control their systems, and they know how it usually is. And also, if you've done transfer, they will obviously know that you've transferred from another university. So it's very risky if you go and apply for these scholarships in another state and think that they will not find out. They will actually find out. And also, I know people who stopped like they will cancel everything from one university and try to see that if they can enroll again in another university as a new year student instead of doing transfer. But that also usually doesn't work, because these people do control their system and they know. I have a friend who did that and he got into so much trouble. So I'm trying to let you guys know and warn you guys of these things right before you go ahead and do them. So as I was said, I hope I'm not all over the place and you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. So when I transferred to this other university, I obviously had to start from the beginning. So that means I did not have scholarship. So in my situation, I can say that it was pretty hard. It was not easy, to be honest, to study in Italy without scholarship. That is because that means you have to cater for your accommodation, your feeding, and your tuition fee. But although I have said so many times that tuition fee in Italy is actually really not a problem, it is super affordable because you pay based on semester. And if you come from a low income family, the tuition fee is very low. So tuition fee is actually not a problem. But then the issue comes in when you don't have scholarship is mostly your accommodation and your feeding, like your upkeep. You know, you need finances to run, to help you go through life, obviously. So yeah, especially accommodation can be the main thing because you have to be paying your accommodation every month, and if you do not have income coming in to you every month, obviously that becomes a hassle. So for food you can manage because when you're alone you can try to like manage with whatever you have, and try and look for like the most affordable supermarkets and food, and you can be able to survive. So in my situation, what had happened was, when I was in Torino, there were some part-time jobs I had, the babysitting jobs. So that kind of helped me a little bit to like save up some money to kind of like help me when I went to this new state. Because when I went to this new university, it was more of a smaller city. It was actually in a village. And so obviously the job opportunities there are very minimum. And as a student, most people don't want to hire students. So it was a challenge because there I was not able to work. And also I was trying to focus more on like trying to pass my exams so that I can at least complete the bachelor's in order for me to move to the master's, and from there I'm able to apply for scholarship because that's a whole new degree. So that was basically my focus. So what I did was I really tried studying hard for my exams, and that was good because on the good side it was like in this other university I liked the courses I was doing. I loved the course I was doing because I'm really a biology lover. Like I love all about biology, so the course that I was doing was really interesting for me, and so passing the exams there wasn't an issue. So for there I was actually able to pass my exam, but I can say it wasn't easy, you guys. So when I finished my degree, I was able to like now move and apply for the masters, and from there I was able to apply for the scholarship. So in my situation, it was a survival time, you guys, but I can say it's really not easy studying in Italy without scholarship. So please, I would just like to advise you guys that when you're moving to Italy, try your level best not to lose your scholarship, because it gets really tough when you do not have scholarship, especially when you do not have parents or your guardians who can support you, who can be sending you money. It is really tough because you have to try and look for things or how to survive on your own. And especially also if you don't understand the language, you can't speak the language, you can barely do anything when you're in Italy. So my advice would be, when you move to Italy as a new student, I know sometimes the course can be a bit difficult and you find that some courses are tougher to pass the exams. So my advice would be, especially for your first year, if you find that there are some courses that are more difficult, try to see the courses which you can like are a bit easier and you're able to like pass these exams. This will help you to try and plan your studies, because in the first year, I think my previous video I talked about how you're supposed to maintain your scholarship and the credits you're supposed to attain. So try and see like which exams you can pass and try to be able to maintain the scholarship, because it can get tough if you do not have scholarship. Because Italy, I've said many times that it's not easy finding part-time jobs for students. It's not like Germany, because currently I'm in Germany, and Germany, I'm like, where I'm working now, like there are so many students working there, so it's easy here for students to like find part-time jobs. But Italy, that's not the same case. Most students there actually rely on scholarship. So please, 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 try your level best to maintain your scholarship, because I know how it is to be there and study without scholarship. So yeah, that is my experience, that I can say that it wasn't easy studying without scholarship. But if you do have people who can support you when you're there, because also again, you know, when you come from like these low income countries, and for example, if you have to convert your currency in that country to euro, most of the time you find it's barely anything that will take you for a long period of time. And also you'll be putting probably a strain on your parents or your guardian or whoever the person will be supporting you. So yeah guys, that is my advice, that please try and maintain your scholarship once you get to Italy, because that will make your life much easier, and you don't have to like really struggle when you're there as a student. So yeah guys, I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Bye.